Hey everybody, it's Sabrina Henny Live. I thought I would put up some hearts today for those that maybe have the blues, that don't feel loved today. I heart you. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys. I know sometimes some of these New Year's goals, I'm kind of getting a little bit to the point. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating any goals this year because I'm eliminating a lot of time wasters. We got to get rid of the time wasters, the time blockers, and the self-image blockers. And why sometimes we can't move forward and achieve our goals. And I was speaking to an amazing young lady yesterday, young adult, and she was so upset about the fact her mom put her in a Christian school when she was young. She felt like she didn't have science in the first grade, and she was so mad at her mom for doing that. And I was like, well, maybe your mom thought that was the best, the best area for you to be in at the time. Well, for her, it wasn't. And we have to realize schooling for some people may work, and then for others it doesn't. I know when I had my daughter in a particular school in North Carolina, she really excelled in certain areas. But I wanted to talk to you about this young girl. So she was stuck in the first grade, complaining just about science and why she didn't have science and these certain math classes. Come to find out, it was the first grade. I mean, do we even learn science in the first grade? I don't think we do. I mean, I think in the first grade we just learn the basics. And I said, well, what are you doing now? What school are you going to now? She told me, I'm not going to say. And she told me what college she got into. And I was like, dang, boy, that's an amazing college. And I was thinking, why are we complaining about the first grade and what your mama didn't do for you in the first grade when you're in one of the top universities in the United States? Your mama did something for you, sweetie. You're stuck back in the past. And so why are we holding on to these things that really don't matter in our past when we have an exceptional future? Now, I know sometimes I think it is harder for these teenagers nowadays. I mean, things are a little bit more complicated maybe than some of us older folk. But, there's different pressures there. Maybe we didn't have, more schoolwork, more diverse in families. They're not just, your regular nuclear family. But anyway, every one of us, we can go back to our childhood and pick out horrible things. I mean, nobody's life is perfect. I mean, if I asked everyone to journal their childhood and what upset them, there's something in there for everyone, no matter where they come from, what kind of parents they have. I mean, even Paris Hilton talked about her childhood and how her parents sent her off to this special school, and they thought it was going to be good for her, and she was actually abused there. I mean, her parents meant well, but it just didn't work the way they thought it was going to work. So, you know, that's a good example. Is Paris Hilton doing good for herself? Yes, she is. So anyway, we can't always go back into our childhood and stay there and blame our parents for every little thing. The reality is the outcome. What kind of person have you become? What are the areas of successes you have in your life? And where are you going with these successes? I think about, you know, some of these really, even my mentor, Matt, I mean, he had some serious issues in his childhood. And I was like, gosh, why is he sharing all this? And I realized my childhood wasn't, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't that bad either. I mean, so I feel I should be probably further. But as for Matt, I mean, you read his story and it's really intensive what he went through as a child. So, so we have to actually, I think sometimes there's more there to people when they're trying to go back into their childhood. Maybe certain resentments, or maybe something's going on currently that they're trying to just, they're crying out in another area, maybe for help in certain areas. It's hard to say. But what I want to say is we have to clear all those blocks. If we want to move forward and achieve our goals for this year, we have got to remove unnecessary childhood issues, especially if you're an adult. Just go to the board and erase it. Because sometimes people are trying to go back to certain things and they don't even remember, but I know something happened, but I don't remember. Well, thank God, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not. So, but what I'm saying is, let's give our parents a break. I mean, maybe they weren't perfect. Maybe they were abusive. But it's your opportunity to move forward, okay? We can't dwell on certain events, okay? We've got to move forward. And maybe we can help others that have suffered with those same issues. But we can't let little things in the past stop our futures and stop us progressing. That's my message for today. Press the heart buttons. Bye, you guys. Have an amazing day. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Bye-bye.